Overseas now, a US congressional committee has released 6 years of former President Donald Trump's tax returns after a years-long battle to make the documents public. North America correspondent Jade McMillan is outside the Capitol building in Washington.
These documents consist of thousands of pages, and so tax experts and no doubt at least some of Donald Trump's political opponents are now sifting through the detail, trying to make sense of them. But they do confirm information that was flagged by the Democrat-controlled committee that decided to release these tax returns. They cover a period between 2015 and 2020, so just before Donald Trump entered the White House and then during his time as president. They show that there were significant fluctuations in his income and his tax liabilities over that period, that he reported substantial business losses, and that at least in some of those years covered by these returns, that the former president paid little to no federal income tax. That includes in 2016 and 2017 when he paid $750 in each of those years, and then in 2020 when he paid nothing. Experts have said today that for them one of the big outstanding questions following the release of these tax returns goes to those business losses, exactly what was behind them and whether or not they would consider them to be legitimate. They have also argued that this whole saga, something that has been dragging on for years now, in their mind reinforces the need for these sorts of records to be made public.
Those taxes are a window to the financial character of our presidents. They tell us so much in terms of potential conflicts, generosity, a variety of questions that pop up, including honesty, whether the president is respecting the tax laws, whether our president views tax as a shared responsibility or as a sport.
Unsurprisingly, given how strongly Donald Trump fought against the release of these documents, he has criticised the decision to make them public. He has accused Democrats on this congressional committee of an outrageous abuse of power. The Republican Party is days away from retaking control of the House of Representatives, and the former president has argued that a precedent has been set here, that it is a two-way street.
If you look at what they've done, it's so sad for our country. It's nothing but another deranged political witch hunt, which has been going on from the day I came down the escalator in Trump Tower. Although these tax returns contain relatively little information and not information that almost anybody would understand, they're extremely complex. The radical Democrats' behavior is a shame upon the U.S. Congress.
This is another blow to Donald Trump, who is running for president again in 2024. He was recently referred to the Justice Department for his role in the January 6th Capitol attack, and we know that that department is conducting its own investigation into that matter, and also a separate inquiry into his handling of classified documents. It's probably unlikely that the release of these returns will have much of an immediate impact on Donald Trump's supporters, but as I said, a lot of people now really digging into the detail of these documents, trying to see what further light they shed on the way that the former president conducts his affairs.